This semester, the class will be working on a scenario, which scenario is Fresno Tiny House Village for the Homeless. The following scenario is a product of your instructor's imagination, based on real events though. Your team will not actually build the village. Your team will, however, act as if you are working professionals who are going forward with a plan to build the Fresno Tiny House Village for the Homeless. Fresno Tiny House Village for the Homeless scenario. Homelessness is on the rise. The cost of affordable housing is on the rise. We lack a social safety net. Cities are looking for solutions. Tiny house villages for the homeless could help if they meet most of the needs for most of the people who are homeless. For this class, you will use the following scenario. Your team will not actually build the village. Your team will, however, act as if you are working professionals who are going forward with this plan. Scenario, location. This, shall we say, is Albert Singh. Not really. Albert Singh has donated 15 acres of peach orchard because he can't get enough people to pick peaches. Or some other reason. I don't know. Maybe he's decided to move to a different country and take up weaving. Whatever. Anyway, Albert Singh, he's our guy. Your team will choose the scenario location. You can pick the 1200 block of South Temperance in Fresno, the 700 block of South Hughes in Fresno, or the 3300 block on North Cornelia in Fresno. Now, just to get a picture of the space, a football field is about the size of an acre. It's a little bit bigger. So you're going to have a piece of land that is about, 13 or 14 football fields all together. 1 acre is a bit smaller than a football field. 15 acres, the property donated for the project, would be about 13.6 football fields. Quoting local news station, in 2019 so far, there are more than 1,400 homeless people in the city of Fresno. The statistics show, though, in 2020, the statistics of homeless people in Fresno rose by, I don't know, something crazy like 20 or 30%. It's huge. So, in addition to a few hundred tiny houses on your 15 acres of property, you'll need other stuff. A soup kitchen, laundry facilities, a medical clinic, computer labs and classrooms, or computer labs that are classrooms, and outdoor spaces for activities. So you will research support services for the Fresno homeless and just sort of see what already exists, what kinds of experiences people are having, what kinds of stories you can discover, what is going on with homeless people, and what kinds of needs are being met for how many. You've got the Poverello House, of course, Fresno EOC Sanctuary, Transitional Shelter, Fresno EOC Sanctuary Youth Shelter, the Fresno Mission, and I'm certain there are others. Marjorie Mason Center, for example, is not on here, but Centro La Familia as well. There are many organizations that offer certain kinds of help, support, services for very low income, people in great distress, people who find themselves out on the street. So see what is already being done, learn what special needs the homeless have, see where the gaps in the service are, because what you're trying to do here is you're trying to prove to everybody that there is a good reason to build a Fresno tiny house village for the homeless. You'll need to show that the need is there, and you'll need to show that having it is going to produce particular good outcomes.